How's it going, guys? This is Twister, and today I'm feeling pretty salty, okay? There's some new cars been put into GTA Online, and as you can see, I bought one of them. I bought the Ocelot Lynx for $1.7 million. And this is a sports car, so let that just sink in. $1.7 million GTA Online dollars for a new sports car. You might be thinking, well, that's not too bad. You must be getting a top-end sports car for that price. And let me tell you something, you're not. It's absolutely outrageous, the fact that they've priced this at $1.7 million. Nothing about this car justifies the cost of what you have to pay to get this car. It's almost like we're slowly being brainwashed into thinking that all these new expensive cars are completely worth buying. So you can probably tell in my voice, I'm not too pleased. Obviously just wasting that much money on what I'm just going to straight up call the worst car that you can buy for just under $2 million in GTA. It's pretty outrageous. Nothing about this car is worth the price. And I think it just gets to this point where how on earth can someone at Rockstar be able to calculate that price for this car? It just gets bloody stupid. So hopefully I can get this video out quick enough to show you guys that this car is just not worth your money. Don't buy this car, save up for something else. I'll even be comparing it to the Massacro later on in this video, just so you guys can see the performance difference in these two cars. And bear in mind, the Massacro costs under 300k. This thing costs 1.7 million for a sports car. There are cheaper supercars than that go almost twice as quick in my opinion. And I'm going to be brutally honest, I don't care how you look at this car, it is just not worth 1.7 million at all. Okay, I will say that it's got some nice customization. It's a nice looking car. In my opinion, it's based off of the Jaguar F-Type. A bit more of a sporty looking version, and it's a nice looking car. It's got some nice customization, but even then it just does not warrant the price you pay. Again, comparing it to the Massacro again, similar looking cars, similar levels of customization for less than a quarter of the price. I mean, there's a difference in GTA of a car being overpriced and a car being a blatant rip-off, and that's what this is. It's crossed the line of being a massive rip-off. I hope the pricing was just a typo and then it's meant to cost 700k, but instead someone was stupid enough to put a 1 in front of that 700k, and sooner or later we're all going to get those $1 million rebates or whatever it is they do in GTA these days. So there you go, there's a bit of ranting out the way, but let's get to the actual facts and the performance of this car. So I went and tested it on Cutting Corners, the famous testing track, just to see what kind of lap time I could get out of this car. So I drove it for 10 laps around this track, and the quickest time I got was a 57.091. So keep that 57 lap time in mind when I show you the Massacro. Now let me tell you something about this car. Its handling is god awful. Trying to get it round these turns is a task in itself. It understeers, it squirms over every bump that you go over. I don't even know what car I could compare this to. I haven't driven the Corvette in a while, but it feels kind of similar to that. It just feels pretty awful to drive. It's not a smooth, pleasant experience that you'd expect when you pay 1.7 million for this car. I don't know, maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe it's got a crazy high top speed, which we'll probably see the testing from Bruffy later on that. But honestly, it did not feel quick at all. So here we go, I did say I was going to compare it to the Massacro. Similar looking cars, as you can see, similar customization levels, but the Massacro is 300k, over $1 million less than the Ocelot Lynx. And so you might be wondering, what kind of lap time the Massacro gets around this track? Well, the Massacro got a 54-second .455 lap time around this less than a minute track. That's more than 2.5 seconds difference in favour of the Massacro, which felt much better to drive. It felt much quicker, felt much smoother, way easier to drive, way nicer to drive, and honestly there's no competition between these two cars. So that's pretty much it. I don't even know what more I can say. I don't know what more I can do to show you guys that this new Ocelot Lynx is nowhere near worth the price that you need to pay for it. Is it just a blatant rip-off to try and get people to buy shark cards? Probably. And to be honest, I feel cheated for buying this car, and I feel sorry for anyone else that's bought this car as well. Maybe you guys really just like the look of this car and you want to spend 1.7 million just for the looks, then go ahead. Or maybe you just want to feel disappointed and cheated just like me, then again, go ahead and buy this car. But if you don't want to feel as salty as I do, stay well away from it. So again, I don't know what more I can say. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys found this useful and you know not to buy this piece of rubbish car. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Leave a like rating if you have. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. See you later, guys.